Paul O'Neill's number retired today, number 21. It is the Yankees that entered the second half with 20 losses since the All-Star break. They had 28 losses at the All-Star break. They entered the retirement of Paul O'Neill's number with 20 losses since the start of the second half because his last game with the Yankees came in 2001 when Luis Gonzalez, number 20, hit the game-winning single off of Mariano Rivera to win the World Series. That's why the Yankees had 20 losses since the start of the second half, entering today's game, going for loss number 21. The Yankees won. His last game in the major leagues was on November the 4th of 2001. Exactly 21 days, exactly 21 years after his final game, Paul O'Neill, the Yankees will win the World Series on Friday, November the 4th, exactly 21 years after the last game of number 21, Paul O'Neill, described as the heart and soul of the Yankee three-peat team. So it's all real tribute to the 2001 World Series, his final game. Yankees win exactly 21 years later in the year that the Yankees retire the jersey number of Paul O'Neill, number 21. The start of the postseason is on October the 7th. Exactly 21 days from the start of the postseason is the start of the World Series. This ties into his jersey number. The amount of time from today's date to the beginning of the playoffs is 6 weeks and 5 days, 47 days. In Gematria, it's Judge, that's Gematria 47. It is Philadelphia, that's Gematria 65. The Yankees' last championship game against the Phillies, it is New York Yankees, that is Gematria 65. There's been 117 prior World Series played. It is Paul O'Neill, that is Gematria 117. The World Series run began in the final game against the Blue Jays. Toronto is Gematria 117. Paul O'Neill has Gematria Phillies, the opponent of the Yankees' last World Series championship. The losing pitcher is number 90, as a matter of fact, of the Toronto Blue Jays. It was a scripted lead. The Yankees took a 2-1 lead when they took their first lead of the ball game. It's all attributed to number 21. This is how you know this ball game was completely scripted. Trevino was the winning pitcher with 2.1 innings pitched to be 2-7, the Yankees World Series record right now. The World Series begins 2 months and 7 days from today's date, 68 days, 9 weeks and 5 days. In Gematria, the practice of coding letters and words into numbers, it is championship that has Gematria of 68. The Yankees face the Mets in the Subway Series tomorrow. The Mets has Gematria 27 and 90, just beating number 90 of the Toronto Blue Jays. Losing pitcher Adam Simber. Adam Simber has Gematria of 69 and 42. Same Gematria as Aaron Judge. Simber has Gematria 50. Paul O'Neill, Paul is Gematria 30. Simber has Gematria of the Yankees becoming 3-2 in the World Series against the Dodgers. Paul O'Neill was born at Columbus, Ohio. Columbus, Ohio is Gematria of the 12th World Series matchup between the Yankees and the Dodgers. The Yankees win for the 9th time. Paul O'Neill in his postseason career has played 85 games. He played 13 games in his final playoff year, 2001. First championship had 13 games, repeat 13 games. Yankees win the World Series 13 years later. Paul O'Neill had 85 hits in 85 postseason games. The Yankees will win the World Series against the LA Dodgers this year because LA Dodgers is Gematria of 85. It is Red Sox, last American League World Series winner, that has Gematria of 85. Paul O'Neill made his Major League debut in the year 85. Paul O'Neill's 59 years of age. In Gematria, it's the three-peat, that's Gematria 59. It is Dodger Stadium where the World Series will end. That has gematria of 59. I should say Dodger Stadium. There's no S at the end of Dodger Stadium. And keep in mind, the winning's going to continue against the Mets. Max Scherzer also has gematria of 140 and 59. The Yankees are going to feel invincible after they beat the best ace duo in Major League Baseball, Jacob deGrom and Max Scherzer. So there you have it, 117 prior World Series. Aaron Judge was also born on the 117th day of the year. So this was a tribute to his jersey retirement today. For the Yankees, their 123rd game is against the Mets. 122 games dealing with adversity. Adversity is gematria of 123. The Phillies is gematria of 123. The Yankees can win the World Series for the American League's 67th title. It's O'Neill, that's gematria 67. Aaron Judge is about to become the next Babe Ruth on the Yankees. Ruth is gematria 67, played his last year for the Boston Braves, 28 games. Braves are the defending champion. The home run drought is going to end for Aaron Judge. He has 46 home runs right now, his last one being against the Red Sox. He'll hit 49 home runs by the time they play against the A's. Aaron is gematria of the Athletics. Now, notice the opponent for today. Blue Jays is gematria of 95. This win can spark the Yankees, the retirement of a legend. 9 weeks and 5 days as the star of the World Series. Blue Jays is gematria 95. The greatest, gematria 95. His last game came in the 96 World Series. His three-peat came in the 96 World Series. There were 96 prior World Series before 2001. It is Diamondbacks size gematria 96. Aaron Judge is gematria 96. He won the three-peat against the New York Mets. New York Mets is gematria 96. The Yankees will have a big series against the Mets to spark the beginning of 3 consecutive championships. The Yankees won the last three-peat in Major League Baseball against the Mets in 2024. The Yankees will win 24 years later for their next three-peat. That's why after today, they're going to sweep the Mets. It's because their last three-peat was won against the Mets. It's all going to begin by having 2 monster performances against the best ace duo in Major League Baseball, which brings us to the time duration again from today's date, the 21st day of the month. 9 weeks and 6 days later, including the end day for 69 days and 2 months and 8 days, is the start of the World Series on October 28th. O'Neill was born at Cincinnati. The Yankees won the championship against Cincinnati in the year Roger Maris broke the home run record. Aaron Boone had made his Major League debut with Cincinnati. Aroldis Chapman came. He started his career with the Cincinnati Reds. It's Benintendi that was born at Cincinnati. Cincinnati, the Dodgers, New York Mets, gematria 51. 66 prior American League winners title, the New York Mets. Adam Simber has gematria 69, losing pitcher. That's where you get the 69 days to the start of the World Series. And so the end of the World Series is 2 months and 14 days later. 10 weeks and 5 days is a lot like 105. It is the Dodgers that has gematria of 105. See this right there? The Yankees will win the World Series 2 months and 14 days later. It's Aaron Judge that rejected a $213.5 million deal. This is going to tie into Yankee Stadium, the new Yankee Stadium. So right there you see Aaron Judge disappointed. The Yankees contract offer was only $213.5 million, rounds up to $214. The Yankees will win their second title at the new Yankee Stadium in their 14th season at the new Yankee Stadium. So second title in the 14th season at the new Yankee Stadium. That's why Aaron Judge rejected a $214 million deal. Yankees are winning their second title at the new Yankee Stadium in their 14th season at the new ballpark. That's the whole significance of the 2 months and 14 days. The Aaron Judge contract offer. Paul O'Neill is gematria 74. Today the Yankees won their 74th game of the season. 74 is also significant to San Diego. The Yankees repeat against San Diego. 2024 is still a mystery opponent. So yes, exactly 21 years later, from Paul O'Neill, number 21's final game, the Yankees are winning the World Series. His jersey retirement happening this year on a 17-8 day numerology. 6 and 3 is 9, 8 is 17. Paul O'Neill played 17 years in Major League Baseball. Let's connect opening day to today's game. April the 8th was opening day, the Yankees' first win. The Yankees entered today with 48 losses. 19 weeks later was today's date. Aaron Boone can win the World Series 19 years from his walk-off home run. So Paul O'Neill won 5 titles in 9 seasons with the Yankees. Yankees win their 9th World Series against the Dodgers all time. So 9 seasons with the Yankees, 5 rings. That's the whole significance of Blue Jays once again in the start of the World Series on the 28th day. Luis Gonzalez, what a historic moment right there for the D-backs. 9 weeks and 6 days, including the end days of the World Series. 21 years later, they get the win. And if you're wondering about November the 4th of 2022 is a 57-day numerology. World Series. November the 4th of 2022, ladies and gentlemen. 2022 is 6, so that's 21 3-day numerology. Exactly 21 days from Paul O'Neill's last game, the Yankees win the World Series. Paul Schumacher 14. It's Dave Roberts that's going to lose his 14th World Series game all time. Paul Schumacher 50. It is Roger Maris that played his first postseason games against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pittsburgh is Schumacher 140. Same Schumacher again of Dodger Stadium. 5 titles in 9 seasons with a three-peat. Scripted by the numbers. Dodger Stadium is where the Yankees end the World Series at this year. 4-2, the Yankees win. Adam Simba is Schumacher 42. And that's the Blue Jays' 30th loss away. The Yankees three-peat for their 30th World Series championship. It was their 59th road game. It's 5 titles in 9 seasons. 65 wins for the season. New York Yankees and Philadelphia, Gematria 65. The Yankees' 43rd win at home. 42 wins entering the game. Diamondbacks' his last game. Aaron Judge, the losing pitcher. Simbers, Gematria 42. And then champion. Champion is Gematria 43. So let's see his name in Scottish Rite style. Paul Andrew O'Neill is Gematria 118 and 46. Last World Series winner in the AL, the Red Sox. I think the Red Sox scored 28 runs in that World Series. This whole idea of 28 is a whole other topic that we can go into. The Yankees won 95 regular season games that year too. Paul Andrew O'Neill's birthday, February the 25th of 2022, is 7, 9, 15, 6-day numerology. Series ends in 6 games, exactly 21 years after its last game in 2001. For the Dodgers' 15th World Series loss. 32 weeks is the beginning of the playoffs. Yankees will be 3-2 against the Dodgers to conclude the World Series. Again, when you see 32, it's Simber, the losing pitcher of today's game. And then the actual end of the World Series on November the 4th. "36 weeks later from his birthday, the Yankees are winning the World Series against the Dodgers, as Aaron Judge is chasing Roger in beating the Dodgers. Dodgers and Roger have gematria 36. And then the beginning of the World Series, we get exactly 35 weeks. Aaron Judge has 35 postseason games. Judge Gino is gematria of 35. And then to today's date, August the 21st of 2022. Born on the 25th day, just a little over 25 weeks later. So the Yankees had 64 wins. This was the Yankees' 10th win today. The 10th win of the second half of the season. Jays is gematria of 10 and 55. The Jays' 55th loss to the Pinstripes. Pinstripes is gematria of 55. Yeah, can't script it any better. The 14th loss of the World Series coming for Dave Roberts. So 64 and 28. Yankees had 20 losses, 10 and 20. This was the 30th game of the second half for the Yankees. Three-peat is coming for the 30th championship. It's coming. The 12th win of the second half is happening against the Mets. This team's going to start to get red hot right now. How many wins against the American League this year for the Yankees? So they had 2 wins against the Mets. National League competition. That's 2 wins against the Mets, then 3 against Chicago, so that's 5. There's 6. 7 wins. I like that's 7 wins. 74, 73 entering the game. 66 wins against the American League. Today was their 67th win against the American League for the season. They're going to become the 67th American League team to win the World Series. And once again, it's O'Neill. That's gematria 67. So Yankees lost 2 games. Actually, let's just scale back quickly and end this thing. Let me just do record computation, make it easier. 4-1. That's right. 3-0 against the Cubs. 3-1, 4-1. 5-3. Yankees are 5-5 right now. They're gonna be 7-5 against the Mets. After they beat them, it was like a 75-day duration. Is the end of the World Series, November 4th. This is why the Yankees are beating the Mets. They'll be 7-5 against the National League this year. When the Yankees win the World Series, they're going to be 11-7 against the National League. 11-7 because of 117 prior World Series, because of Aaron Judge's first walk-off home run against Toronto, because of the Yankees win the World Series 21 years after Paul O'Neill, number 21's last number. His last game with the Yankees. It's about honoring legends. That's what the Yankees are doing in this World Series. $75 days. So Yankees will finish 7-5 against the National League. National League is going to be 5-7 against the team playing the World Series. The Yankees. The Mets will lose back-to-back. Max Scherzer is going to lose. The Yankees win their 44th and 45th games at home. They're the real champions. They're going to be the team that beat the Phillies. That's why they're beating the Mets. Watch the Mets win the game right here. The Mets 45th and 46th losses. The Mets 27th loss away for the Yankees. The Yankees have 27 championships. You know what's interesting? The Yankees, when they beat the Cubs for their first series against the National League of the season, 57 prior games, that's 8-2, that's 18. They scored 28 runs in that series against Chicago, winning their 28th championship. Yankees scored 28 runs, 30, 46, that's 46. 49, 56. The Yankees scored 62 runs in the first half against the National League. They were chasing Roger Maris' home run record. It's quite amazing. They scored 67 runs against the Mets. The same Demetrius O'Neill and just winning their 67th game against the American League.